All feeling okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good. Hi, Ames. Wonderful. Well, let's make a start. Let's start in child's pose, everybody. Nice and simple. Settle in from your busy day. Bring your focus to the now. So arms extended, forehead to your mat. And just take some really lovely, deep, nourishing breaths. So breathing in a way that allows you to feel calm, relaxed, at ease. And establishing a lovely, gentle rhythm that you can maintain throughout your practice. So you're not forcing the breath, you're not controlling the breath, just free breathing. And if you notice your mind drifting off, keep bringing it back, keep coming back to your body, to your breath, to the moment. And give your breath your full attention. So after this next breath, let's just move a little. So with your inhale, everybody just rise up onto hands and knees, take the weight forwards, and then exhale, pull back, sit to heels. And again, inhale, coming up, weighting to hands, exhale, pull it back. Just keep going a couple more times, back and forth with the breath. Simply linking the movement to the breathing. And after this next one, sit back in child's pose again, take 3 further breaths. Remember to really inflate the back body. So you're relaxing around your kidneys, your lower back, soften there. One more breath. And then from here, start circling. So we can go clockwise. Again, take your time. You might be feeling quite tense and tight after a busy day or a busy week. So try not to worry how far you go. Just notice how your body feels. Moving with the breath, switch, go the other way. Just get really wriggly through the movements, through the spine. Full deep breaths, oxygenating your body. And then meet back up in center for me here. So a couple of cat and cow, remember hands under shoulders. Inhale to look up. Exhale to round. So you can go at your own pace. So the longer the breath, the slower the movement. And again, enjoy breathing fully. Enjoy moving your body, stretching out the crinkles and the creases from your day. Once more. Okay, then from here, back to child's pose. We're going to move through cat into down dog. So work with me. In your child's pose, inhale, come up into cat and look up. Tuck toes, exhale, down dog with bent knees. Drop to your knees, inhale and look up. Exhale, sit back to child's pose. And repeat. So you inhale, come up cat. Tuck toes, exhale, down dog. Drop to your knees, inhale, look up cat. And back to child's pose. So you keep that going, a nice simple flow. And each time you're coming into the down dog, maybe see if you can straighten out the legs a little more. Easing into the hamstrings, but don't worry about how far you go. Just move with your breath. Enjoy the movements. Getting into feeling rather than thinking about the shape. And then next time you come up into your down dog, let's hold it there. So a little march on the spot always feels really good with the down dog. Bending one leg, straightening the other. Again, continue to breathe, smooth and steady. And we'll stay with the right leg straight, left leg deeply bent. And you can almost kind of cross that left knee under the body a little bit towards the right. And you get this really great stretch down the outer right thigh and hip as well as the hamstring. One more breath. And then switch it over. So left leg nice and straight, and then the right leg is bent, and you draw the right knee underneath you towards the left side of your mat. Keep hips pressing up, chest pressing back. One more breath. Okay, and then inhale, lift both heels, take the weight forward into a plank, and then pull back and bend both knees. And again, inhale forwards in your plank. Exhale, pull back and bend both knees. Last time, inhale forwards, pull back and bend both knees. So set your down dog with the legs bent for now. Spread the fingers, give your head a good shake out, nod yes, shake no. A big sigh always feels good. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Just let something go. And again, deep breath in. Breathing out the tightness, the tension. One more. And then we can step it forward. So feet coming just behind the hands. Find a forward fold here so you can bend through the knees. Let your kind of chest rest on your thighs and just hang out here. Toes soft. Again, do some more deep breathing if you need to, out through the mouth. I've worked a lot recently with the exhale out through the mouth. I found it really therapeutic when it comes to letting go of stress and anxiety. Not holding on to it, just breathe it out. And in this forward fold, again, inflate the back, the space around the kidneys. Soften there. Just notice your toes. If you're gripping with the toes, relax them. We'll take one more breath. And then slowly curl your body back up. So stacking your spine, vertebrae on top of vertebrae. And when you come all the way up, we're going to work on a little bit of spinal alignment and pelvic mobility. So from here, work with me. Bend the knees and just kind of flop down to where you were. And then inhale, pull yourself all the way back up and roll the shoulders back. So you exhale, go down. Inhale to come up. And the movement's in the pelvis. So when you go down, the tailbone sticks out. And when you come up, the tailbone scoops under. So a really fluid movement. When you come out of the pose, press down through the heels. So you kind of exhale, get all floppy, and then inhale, pull all the way back up. Do this a couple more times. Last one. And stand nice and tall for me. Take a lovely big inhale to reach up. Exhale, drop those arms wide and down, interlace fingers behind your back. Then from here, inhale, look up, bend your knees, take it forwards. So a little bit more active, less floppy. Rest your rib cage on your thighs, come over and down here. We'll take 5 breaths. 1, weight in the balls of your feet. 2, see if you can squeeze your palms together. 3, toes relaxed, breathing. 4, and 5, bend your knees and inhale, drive up out of the pose. Little back bend here always feels good. And release. Great, let's meet at the front of the mat. So feet together, a couple of sun salutations from here. So hands at your heart. Left and right palm touching here. Nice long spine, rooting down through the soles of your feet. But this length in the back of the neck, crown of the head lifting to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and reach up. A deep breath out, fold forwards, hands towards the floor. Inhale, look ahead. Let's all just step back on this first one. Find a plank pose, 3 breaths, breathing 1. So building up that strength in your body. Breathing 2 and 3. So we lower to the floor or chaturanga on the out breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So you set your pose. A quick check with the hands, make sure you're spreading your fingers. Look back at the feet, make sure they're hips width and parallel. Let's go 5 breaths. 1. Remember, if your legs are tight, just bend the knees. Breathing 2. Lengthen your spine as your primary focus as you breathe. 3. 4. Last breath, keep the breath smooth and even. And 5. Inhale, step or jump it forwards. Exhale, melt the body down, head to legs. Inhale, rise up, float the arms. And hands to your heart space, exhale. Great, let's go again. Inhale. Fill the lungs in, all that breath out as you fold down. towards the earth. Inhale, look ahead. Jump or step. Hold the plank, 3 breaths. If you want a bit more, you can just kind of bob on the feet there, nudging back and forth. Breathing 1. Breathing 2. And 3. Exhale, we all lower to the floor or chaturanga. Inhale, lifts you, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. So relax your breath. Breathing 1. Let your mind be calm even though you're challenging your physical body. 2. See if you can get a sense of relaxing your brain. Just be in the moment as you breathe. 3. Lift through your belly as you breathe. 4. And 5. Inhale, step or jump forwards, gazes up. Exhale, folding head to legs. Inhale, rise up, fill the lungs. And hands down, heart space. Once more, breathing in. Exhale, swallow, dive it down all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up, jump or step. Hold the plank for 3. You can either be still or just again bob back and forth. Breathing 1. Pull up through your belly. 2. Whole body engaged. And 3. Exhale to lower. Rise up, up dog. And out breath takes you back into down dog. Feeling strong, but alert yet relaxed. Breathing 1. If you can, a little lift through the kneecaps, pull up the front of your thighs. Breathing 2. Pressing down, base of index finger, base of thumb, really ground there. Breathing 3. Breathing 4. Good, enjoy the breath. Inflate the lungs. And 5. Inhale, step or jump the feet forwards. Exhale, folding head to legs. Inhale, rise up, gaze to your thumbs. And exhale, hands quietly down. Okay, so from there, take your feet hips width apart. You can face the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. First 2 fingers come out and down and grab a hold of your big toes. So the palms are facing inwards. Inhale as you look up. And then exhale, draw the upper body down. If you need to bend the knees, that's fine. Remember, movement comes from the pelvis. Breathing 1. See what works for you. Elbows wide or elbows pointing back. Breathing 2. Toes are soft. 3. Weight in the balls of your feet. Breathing 4. Crown of your head pressing down. And 5. Inhale, look up. Now we tuck the hands under the fronts of the feet. So palms face up, Padahastasana. And it's a wrist stretch. So don't just tuck the fingers under. Get the hands right the way under. Bend the knees deeper if you need to. Inhale, look up. And exhale, folding down. So scoop up your belly. Breathe 1. Again, elbows wide or slightly pointing back. 2. Shoulder blades are pulling up to the ceiling, not hunched around your ears. Breathing 3. Weight forward to the balls of your feet. Breathing 4. And 5. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. So take the hands down in front of you. Quietly step back into a plank pose. And from here, we'll work on side plank. So let's go left hand first, so just so you can see me. Onto your left hand, stacking your feet. If you need to, drop that bottom leg down. And when you're ready, raise up the other arm. For those of you that want a little bit more, that top leg, lift it up about a foot. 3 breaths. 1, press out through the heels. 2, and 3, drop it down. Good. Transition through a plank, over to the other side. Meet me there. Lift that top leg if you want more challenge. Breathe 1. Look up if you're feeling nice and stable. Breathe 2. And 3. Good. Back to a regular plank. And let's lower. Move up dog on the in-breath. Down dog on the out-breath. Wonderful. So standing postures. Raise that right leg up on the inhale. Exhale, step it forwards between the hands. Drop the back foot flat. So hands to your waist. We're going to move up and down with the breath. Inhale, straight legs. We're coming into warriors. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, back off. And exhale, lunge. Keep going up and down to see how the body's feeling. You want your right hip back and your left hip driving forwards. But without losing the alignment in that back leg, don't let the back leg bend. And then from here, hold the lunge. You're going to raise the arms all the way up in front of us. So you keep the shoulders down. And we're going to do eagle arms. So your left arm comes underneath the right. You kind of double wrap and then palms to come together. And that's going to work the left shoulder kind of across a bit. So you keep it in the center. And then once the arms are together, you slightly raise them up a little. So there should be no gaps between the arms or the palms. Let's just go 3 breaths. 1, if that's too much, just have the arms by the ears. Breathing 2. And 3. Good. Release out of it. We'll just come up and find a simple warrior 2. So deep lunge in the right leg. Shoulders soft. Great. Keep that back leg strong and straight. And again, we'll just take 3 breaths. Breathing 1. Soften into your shoulders. Breathing 2. And 3. Then a simple reverse. Left hand down the left leg. Right arm up and overhead. Really sink that right hip. Opening up right side waist. 3 rounds of breath here. Deep breathing. 1. Every exhale, see if you can go a little deeper. 2. 1 last breath. And 3. Inhale, come up, and then kind of exhale, front crawl the arms down. Inhale, back to your plank. Exhale to lower. Breath in. And breath out. Great, so let's work the other side. Left leg lifting. Lift it to get momentum. Exhale, stepping forwards. Back foot flat. Hands to the waist. And up and down to begin. So you figure out how far you can go. Left hip back and now right hip pressing forwards. Try not to lean into it. Keep the shoulders back. Yep, good. Strong in the legs. Great for leg strength and lower back strength here with the warrior poses. So arms come up. We're coming up so we can keep the shoulders down. We're not raising them by the ears. Then your right arm comes under the left. Kind of cross at the elbows, double wrap them, eagle arms so the palms are together. Then you find your lunge. And then gazing ahead, see if you can just squeeze the arms together and up. And feel it in the shoulders. 3 breaths. 1. Keep that right shoulder coming across. Breathing 2. A little bit deeper for the last breath. And 3. Good. Inhale, fill the lungs after that kind of twisty pose. And exhale, warrior 2. So deep lunge. Nice. Gaze out over the left middle finger. 3 rounds of breath. Breathing 1. Keeping your tailbone scooping under. Good, nice. Shoulders soft. Breathing 2. You go a little bit deeper. Last breath. Keep that left knee out to the side. And 3. Reverse it. Now, right hand down the right leg. Keeping that front hip sinking. And breathe. 1. Reach overhead with the top arm. Breathing 2. See if you can kind of spin your chest towards the ceiling. A little deeper, feel it, feel it. And 3. Inhale, come up. Front crawl the arms down. Back to plank. Exhale, lower. Breathing in, up dog. And breathing out, down dog. Wonderful. So triangle pose. Raise the right leg all the way up. Exhale, step it forwards. And come up, forward facing triangle though this time. So hips are square, facing the front edge of your mat. Wrap the arms around behind you, so kind of like a breaststroke swim all the way around. Either hold the elbows, or if you want more, reverse prayer. And let's take it forwards and down, nice and steady. Little bend in the front knee always helps with this one, but not too deep a bend. Inhale, and then exhale. It might be a few breaths to come into the posture. Keep your tailbone pressing back, gazing out over that front big toe. And let's take 3 breaths here. Keep the lift through the belly. Breathing 1. So that right hip, really scoop it under and actively press it back. You should feel this opening the under right thigh, hip. Breathing 2. 1 last breath. And 3, inhale, slowly coming up. So from here, warrior 3, we're going to take off. I might end up in the plant in front of me, so I might just step back a bit. We're just kind of shooting forwards like a capital T shape. So arms out to the side, you lift off the back leg, gaze is down, and all the way goes into that front leg. Arms wide, reach out, and let's hold for 3 breaths. Really good. Breathing 1, breathing 2, and 3. Drop the hands to the floor, a moment of standing split. So inhale, look up, and just see if you can work the hands either side, the foot on the floor, chin towards the shin. Really reach at that top leg. 3 breaths. 1. If it's too much, just have a breather. 2. And 3. Let's get the feet together on the inhale, look up. Exhale, just melt down, bend the legs, soften. Inhale, raise the arms. And let's keep flowing to the other side. So exhale, hands down. Inhale, look ahead. Back to your plank, just keep moving. So exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Back into down dog. Excellent. Great, so from here, left leg, forward facing triangle. You lift the leg. Exhale, step it forwards. Just make your way up to standing any which way you can. Hips square, then wrap the arms around. You choose the hand hold that works for you. Take an in-breath, and then exhale forwards and down. But just be aware of your hip alignment. Don't let that right hip pop back. Actively drive your right hip forwards. Scoop up your belly. Keeping your chest open, heart open. Hold it where you feel it. Breathe for 3 counts. 1. Scoop up through the abdomen, keep working there. 2. Reach out with your chin, throat is open. And 3. Great, slowly come up. Then we've got warrior 3. So when you're ready, just on the ball of the back foot, arms wide, and just dive forwards. Reach out with the crown of your head. Pull up through your belly. Try and feel your hips in line. Don't let the right hip lift. 1. Reach out through fingertips. 2. And 3. Drop the hands to the floor. Inhale, look up before you find a few moments in standing splits. Work your way in. Go where it feels good. Or have a breather for 3. 1. I know it's a bit challenging. Keep breathing. 2. And 3. Great. Inhale, feet together. Look up. Exhale, fold again. Soften. Hang out here. Let the inhale lift you. Rise up. Look up. And just bring your hands to your heart. Exhale. Wonderful. Let's keep balancing from here. So you stay facing forward. I'm going to turn so you can see. Tree pose. So right foot coming up. If you can, work on getting the foot to the inner thigh. And I'll just show you, we're going to work on bending tree, which looks a bit like this. So you bring your right foot up wherever feels good for you. Start out to the side. Find your balance. And then if you can, take your right hand to your right thigh and reach your left arm overhead. So we're opening up left side waist. So if this is a bit much for you, just find a balance that works for you. And we'll breathe for 3 breaths. 1. Keep extending overhead with the top arm if you can. 2. And 3. Quietly coming out of it. Coming out of the pose, just as important as being in it. So don't just kind of fall out of it. Move mindfully. Left foot coming up. So when you're ready, just quietly take the arms out to the side. Just settle in on this side. Notice how it feels. And then take your left hand down the left thigh. Right arm reaching overhead. Find something to focus on. Hold your gaze. Wonderful. Take 3 breaths. Breathing 1. Opening up right side waist. 2. And 3. Slowly coming all the way back up. Great. And drop the feet back together. Let's meet back at the front of the mat and keep moving. So inhale, coming up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, look ahead. Back to plank pose. We're going to build up some strength from here. So with your right leg, lift it up an inch and out about a foot for 3. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back in. Left foot up an inch, out about a foot. Breathe 1. Pull up through your belly. 2, 3. Back to center. Lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Just stay in your down dog. 2 or 3 breaths. Just check in. Notice where your mind's at. Deep breaths, breathing 1. Keep the lift through your belly, breathing 2. And 3. Just drop your knees for a moment here. We're going to work on a little bit of pigeon pose. So your right knee is sliding behind your right wrist. Left leg guides back. So just keep the left toes tucked under for me a moment and use that to kind of draw the left hip back. And then you can release the toes. Don't worry about this right leg of how far up the shin goes. If you're flexible, it'll look like that. If not, have it more pointing back, like so. So it's quite intense on the hips. Release that left leg back there. Find a place that feels kind of okay for you. And if that's all right, drop down onto forearms. And if that feels okay, extend all the way out and down. And it's your left arm that you want to creep further forwards than your right. Let's take a few breaths here. Breathe into wherever you're feeling the tightness. Slow the breath. We hold a lot of tension in our hips, so don't force. Take your time. One more breath. And then inhale, slowly coming back up onto the hands. And then from here, we'll take a down dog. So you tuck the back toes, back up. Maybe a little march on the spot with the legs. And then drop onto the knees, and we'll work the left side. So you glide the left knee behind the left wrist. Slide back with the right leg. Check in on this side. Notice if this is more flexible or less flexible. Tuck the back toes and just use the pressing back of the heel to encourage that right hip back. And then when you're ready, you can lay down onto forearms or all the way out and down. Forehead to your mat. And just breathing into where you feel the tension. I like to feel that on the inhale, I'm inflating around that left hip. And on the out breath, it's just a complete letting go. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Smooth breath in and out through the nose. Let's take one more breath. Really good. Just keep allowing yourself to go deeper. And then when you're ready, guide yourself back up onto the hands. Tuck the back toes. And it's downward facing dog again. So from down dog variation here, the right hand, reach it across to the back of the left knee, the left calf or the left ankle. Keep pressing your chest back, 3 breaths. But it's almost like you're twisting your upper body to the left. 1. Like you look underneath your left armpit. 2. And 3. Back off, switch over. Left hand to the back of the right leg. Go as far as feels good and always twist to the right. Breathing 1. Keep pressing into your right hand, 2. And 3, wonderful. Down dog, 3 breaths, 1. Set your down dog strong, but your mind is calm, breathing 2. And 3, great. Let's drop to the knees from here and find a high kneeling position. So Camel Pose, or Shavasana. Knees are hips width apart, hands to the lower back. So when you're ready here now, take an inhale to create the length and the uplift. Then the exhale allows you to arch back. Go wherever feels good, maybe the back of the thighs. You might get to the heels. You choose where you need to be. And let's take 3 full deep breaths here, breathing 1. Keep pressing up out through your chest, breathing 2. Pressing forwards with your pelvis. And 3, wonderful. Pull yourself out. We're going to go into that again. You just take a moment's breather. Forehead down. Inflate the back body. And we'll go again. So rise up. If you want more intensity, the feet can be flat and you reach for the soles of the feet. But you might want to back off. Figure out where you need to be. Hands to the lower back is a good place to start. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, then you arch back. You press out through the heart, pelvis forwards, and then hold where you can. But keep space at the back of of the neck, remember, don't pinch there. 3 breaths, full depth breaths. Breathing 1. Breathe into the upper chest, use that space. 2. Last one, make it count. And 3. Okay, just ease back down. Maybe have the knees a bit wider. Get right down between the thighs. Soften here. 1 more breath. And then when you're ready, slowly pull yourself all the way back up. You're going to stay kneeling. If you need to, sit on a cushion, but if the knees allow, just come here and we'll twist. So inhale, you reach up, create the length. Exhale, twist round to the right. Left hand on the right thigh, right hand behind you. You're going to hold these 5 breaths now. Enjoy the twist. Breathing 1. Keep sitting as tall as you can. 2. Look as far around as possible. 3. Breathing 4. And 5. Good. Look forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist the other way. Breathing 1. Breathing 2. 3. Good. Keep working into it. Lift the lower back. Breathing 4. And 5. Great. Look forward. Let's just come up into a down dog, any which way you can, and quietly step through to a seated position. So continuing with a twist from here, legs extended out in front. You're going to bring the right leg up and over the left. For those of you that want more intensity, you bring that left leg back alongside you. Just make sure you shuffle onto your left sit bone, create space for the right buttock to come down, or you work with that bottom leg straight. Either way, everybody's going to hug in with the left arm, right hand behind, and you squeeze the body round here. Enjoy the twist. Gaze over the right shoulder, and let's take 5 breaths here. Breathing 1. So every inhale, sit tall. Every exhale, squeeze a little deeper. 2. Stay with the breath. Don't let the mind wander. 3. Focus on something with your gaze. Breathing 4. Last breath. Look a little further. And 5. Wonderful. Keep the legs the same, but just do a little de-rotate round the other side. A couple of breaths to the left. Wonderful. Then look forwards and we'll switch over. So left leg over right. For those of you that want more, scooch that right leg back alongside you. And then you do a little hitch over so the right buttock can come down. Make space for the left sit bone to come down. Hugging with your right arm, or you can get the elbow the other side of the knee, and then we can all twist. Look over the left shoulder. 5 breaths. 1. Every exhale, we're going deeper. 2. So you're twisting from the back of the kind of the belly button up. Work the thoracic spine. 3. Work that right arm into the left leg. 4. Feel it in the outer left thigh and hip. And 5. Look forwards and release. Great. So we'll do a little jump back. You cross the legs, hands down, find a little lift, step, or jump the feet back. Any which way you can, you find yourself in plank. Then you lower. Inhale to come up, stretch your front body. Down dog, gliding back to stretch your back body. And then back through to seated. So from here, we're going to have the right foot coming into the inner left thigh, Jana Shavasana. If you want more though, pop that right foot on top of the left thigh, and you can create a bind with the right hand holding onto the foot. Some of you might want to try that. Don't worry if that's not you. Everybody take an in-breath and get tall and come down. Hold the foot, the shin or the ankle. 5 breaths. Inhale, create the length. Exhale, go a little deeper. 1. Everybody's encouraging the right shoulder across and down. Breathing. 2. Work with the breath. Exhale to take you deeper. 3. Keep looking at that front big toe. Breathing. 4. And 5. Inhale, you just look up, keep a hold, and then exhale, release. Now everybody, the right leg now, see if you can work it back alongside you like so. So you're working the hip the other way, inward rotation of that right thigh. If I sit this way, you'll get a better view. So it's here. And you want to roll that right calf flesh out, so you can firmly sit down on the right side. Then the left thigh, you want to roll that in. So you feel the thighs rolling in rather than falling to the side. And if you need a bit more support, you can put a cushion under the left buttock. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, come forwards and down. So you can use your hands to steady you, keeping yourself in the center. Or if it feels good, both hands around that foot. Take an in-breath, lengthen. Exhale, come forwards and down. 1. I often work with my left hand on the floor there to keep encouraging myself in the center line. 2. Keep looking at the front big toe. 3. Couple more breaths, work into it. 4. Find that kind of ebb and flow, that buoyancy to the pose. And 5. Inhale, you look up, but you're still holding the foot. Then exhale, release. And then from there, keep the legs where they are. Just see if we can go back. Don't worry about how far. If it's dodgy on the knees, definitely don't do this. Just go to where you kind of feel it. Maybe back to the hands. Maybe back to the forearms. That knee might pop up, that's okay. You might even lie all the way back if you're flexy in the front body. But to see what works for you. And let's take 5 breaths. 1. Relax as much as you can and breathe into the front of that right thigh. Feel the stretch there. 2. Long exhale to let go. 3. 4. Good. Last breath. And 5. Wherever you're at, slowly make your way up and out of the pose. Extend the leg out in front. Maybe just give your knees a little rub and a release. And we're going to jump back. Cross the legs, hands down. Step or jump to plank. Exhale, lower. Up dog and down dog. I just want you to stay in your down dog for a few rounds of breath here, marching the legs out. So you can just ease into the knees. Take your time here. Good. Couple more marches on the spot there. And then inhale, just step or jump the feet back through to seated. Okay, so working those the other side. Shavasana, foot to thigh. Or if you want a bit more intensity, the foot comes on top of the thigh. If you're working in that way, you can try and create a bind where you wrap left arm and hold onto the foot. See that there? Either way, let's come forwards. Inhale and exhale. So you keep a hold, look at the front big toe. Let the inhale create length. Exhale, go a little deeper. 1. Keep squaring the body down over that front leg. 2. Breath relaxed. 3. Squeeze in the belly as you exhale. 4. And 5. Inhale coming up and release. Okay, let's take that left foot back alongside now. Take your time. Roll the left calf flesh out. Right thigh rolls in. Use yourself, your hands to steady you. Tuck a cushion under that right buttock if you need it. And then take your time to come forwards and down. So you work here, take an in-breath to create length. Exhale, go a little deeper. 1. Breathing. 2. 3. Good. Keep breathing nice and deeply. 4. And 5. Slowly come out of it. So let's take ourselves back here now. Just be aware of how your flexibility is on this side. Maybe come to hands, forearms, or maybe all the way back. So you choose where you need to be. And take 5 breaths, breathing 1. Breathing 2. Good, just take your time. Nice long exhale, 3. Relax your jaw, breathing 4. And 5. Really good. Just take your time to come out of it. Ease out with the front left leg. Maybe give the knees a little squeeze and a kind of a rub. And then we'll cross the legs. Find your way back into a plank. Just take your time if you're feeling tired, no rush. Exhale, lower. Enjoy the inhale for your up dog. Exhale into your down dog. Wonderful. And then just step back through seated. So find a little bit of boat pose. Always good to strengthen through the core. So balancing here. Remember the lift in your lower back is really important. Arms extended out in front. So you know if you want more. If that's you, lift the feet a little higher. So the shins are sort of parallel to the floor. Breathe. Let's go for 3 breaths. Breathing 1. Just keep your chest lifted. Breathing 2. And 3. So we cross the legs. We take the hands down in front of the hips. See if you can create a little lift with the buttocks, or the intention to lift them at least. And then go again. So arms are out, chest is lifted. Breathe for 3. 1. Keep looking ahead, not looking too much up. Keep the back of the neck long. 2. And 3. Cross the legs, hands down, little lift. Last 1. Go to where you feel it. Just 3 breaths. 1. If you want more, just take the feet all the way up. Straight legs like so. Breathing 2. It's not for me tonight. And 3. Cross the legs, hands down, lift. Great. And then we're coming forwards. Back into the plank. I want you to feel the plank. Just 3 breaths here. A bit more engagement of the core muscles. Breathing 1. Breathing 2. And 3. Lower. Now when you come into your up dog, we're all going to stay there. So rise up. You're on the knees. Feet are flat there. And just let your heart lift. Heart lifts, tip to the shoulders, roll back. And feel the stretch through your front body here. So you're not slumping into the shoulders. Shoulders back and down, heart lifts, 3 breaths. 1. So enjoy the stretch through your belly. 2. And 3. Good. From here, just push back a little bit and tuck the toes under. Come into your upward dog, but with the toes tucked under. So from there, the toes are tucked under, press forwards, and have a little rock side to side here. Strong in the arms. Good, 1 more breath. And then just drop to your knees. Look this way and I'll show you what's next. So from there, you build it up and it's a little twist. So you rock on the feet one way and then the other way. Okay, so from here, the toes are tucked under. You kind of got your up dog, but then you just roll on the feet. See if you can feel that. Get the twist through the pose here. It's quite strong in the upper body. 1 more either way. Good, back to center. Drop onto the knees and just find your down dog there with your knees down, pelvis pressing forwards, heart lifting, shoulders back for 3. 1. Press down into your thumbs. 2. And 3. Beautiful. Tuck the toes. You've got your down dog. Stretch out the lower back there. Enjoy that for 3. 1. Breathing 2. And 3. Great. Let's quietly step through to seated and then lie down onto your mat. So take your time. Use those core muscles. And when you're all the way back, extend out here. Legs, arms reaching. Hands together in a fist, turn your palms away and press your heels away. Good, now just release and let yourself kind of flop into the floor a moment. You're going to stretch your right side of the body first. So raise your right leg an inch and point the toes. Raise your right arm an inch and reach through the fingers. And extend the right side of the body for 3. 1. All the while you pull down your belly. 2. And 3. Release that and flop to the floor. Then the left limbs. Left foot an inch off the mat, left arm an inch, reach for 3. 1, pull your belly down, 2, and 3, release. Good, now we'll go diagonal, right arm, left leg. So lift those limbs up, reach out for 3. 1, extend, lengthen, 2, and 3, release. Good. The other diagonal. Reach up, lengthen, breathe. 1, pull your belly down. 2, and 3, release. Good. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, or maybe you can just take a breather, you lift both legs and both arms and look towards your feet. So from here, you want the legs touching, you want the arms touching, and it's kind of like a scooping bowl shape. So you just lift your gaze, look to your feet, breathe for 3. 1, lift the feet up an inch, arms up an inch. 2, look to the feet there, and 3, release. Fabulous. Then hug your knees in, take a bit of a sigh if you need to, have a little roll around. Good, just really relaxed here, massaging into your back. Remember that sensation of making an imprint into your mat with your spine. Go in all directions that you feel you need here to find a sense of softness in your kidneys, your adrenal glands. Turning off all kind of sensations about receiving and kind of wanting more, just let go. That's great. Now from here, we're going to find our twist. So arms out to the side like a cross. Some of you I know work with legs just together like that, side by side. Others of you can create the double bind with the right over the left. You set yourself up where you need to be. I prefer this version with the twisty legs. And then everybody's legs are going to go left. And then your gaze just gently falls to the right. Relax into the twist and breathe here. You've got 5 long, deep breaths. 1. You can even close your eyes. Breathing. 2. Really soften down into your shoulders. 3. Slow that breath. Enjoy your twist. 4. And 5. Slowly come up, unravel. Find the pose on the other side, stacking the legs or wrapping the legs. Legs go right and gaze goes left. So just settle in, find your breath. 1. Almost feel the inhale traveling all the way up the side of the body to the left armpit. 2. Stay with your breathing, focus on it. 3. Really feel your left cheek drawn to the floor, breathing. 4. And 5, slowly coming back up, unravel, and just hug your knees in here. So from here, a simple stretch for the outer right thigh and hip. Drop the feet flat to the floor. You're gonna have your right ankle on top of the left knee. So it's like a kind of figure of 4 shape. This top foot, make sure it's flexed, so that means you're pressing out through the heel. And then reach through the gap with the right arm, and then you hold underneath the left thigh or the left knee. Lay yourself back down. And then inhale to begin. Before you exhale, gently draw that left leg towards your chest. Inhale, you back off, and exhale, you squeeze in again. So you keep working at your own pace in your own time, and just try and keep squeezing that left leg in on the out breath. And then to see if you can hold it a bit more rather than backing off. Face relaxed, jaw relaxed. Take a couple more breaths. You should be really feeling this in the outer right thigh and hip. It's great if you've been sitting at your desk for long periods of time. Last breath. And release. Okay, other side, so switch over. Left ankle on top of right knee. Reach through the gap, hold underneath the right thigh. Remember, flex the top foot, that's going to protect that left knee. So you inhale to begin, and then exhale, squeezing in. Take your time. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Slow and steady. Couple more breaths. Use the strength in your arms to draw that right leg in. Last one. And release. Good. Just have a little roll around. Relax your back into the floor. And then from here, we're going to rock up to seated. So with ankles crossed, maybe you can hold the feet. We can hold onto the knees. Find some momentum. You can go a couple of times. Let the spine be rounded. And then from here, uncross the legs. I'll turn to face you. Keep the balance. First two fingers, arms come down and you grab a hold of the big toes. And then from here, let's find the lift. So extend the legs up and out, balancing on the sit bones. We'll take 5 breaths. 1, chest is lifted, breathing. 2, 3, try and keep your shoulders relaxed, breathing. 4, and 5, a little bit more intensity, you can bring the legs together, lift the chest, breathe. 1, or just have a breather. 2, keep gazing to your toes. 3, really good, opening up the back of the legs here in this posture. 4, and 5. Everybody just quietly drop the legs down. You can cross the legs, hands out in front, step or jump back to plank. Winding it down now, coming into your last upward facing dog and your last downward facing dog. Set your down dog here. Breathe deeply, maybe sigh out to an open mouth. It's quite fun to stick the tongue out, kind of do a lion's breath on the exhale. Get all of that stern air from the pit of your lungs. One more breath. And then just quietly stepping through one last posture from here. Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Open the feet up like a book. If this is too intense for you, maybe you want to just work in a relaxed forward bend. But otherwise, take an in-breath to create length in your spine. And then exhale as you come forwards and down. Remember, you're hinging from your pelvis, not rounding the back. Stay with your breath. And let these breaths be twice as slow as you've been breathing already this evening. Really slow it down as we come to Shavasana. 5 breaths. 1. Jaw relaxed. 2. 3. Nice. Keep settling in with the breathing. 4. And 5. Really good. Slowly come up and just quietly move back to your Shavasana. You extend the legs, lay yourself back down. Last few minutes here, everybody, just settling in. Maybe take another deep sigh if you need that. But just let the whole of your body feel heavy. Again, feel as if the back of your body is making an imprint into your mat, into the floor. Moving into this time of complete surrender, complete letting go. Grateful that you're done with your physical practice and your body's carried you through the poses. And it's now time to just let everything calm down. Inclining yourself towards a greater sense of peace and relaxation. And I know there might be parts of your body that feel still a little bit kind of disturbed and agitated. But you're moving into that place where you feel undisturbed. It's a place that's always there, it just gets masked by the busyness of the day-to-day, the thinking, the planning, the stresses, the worry. But each time you practice and each time you move through your relaxation and meditation, you get to that place that little bit quicker. And sometimes it takes a few minutes to settle into that place. And sometimes you get there sooner than other days, but just see where you're at this evening. Keep allowing your breath to slow down. You're soothing your nervous system with that long, slow, deep breath. Coming to a place where you can almost feel as if you're taking a rest within yourself. Not looking for anything or searching for anything externally to help you feel content and calm. Just finding that sense of ease within. A place where you feel relaxed in your mind, calm in your heart, and settled in your physical body. Keep following the rhythm of your breathing. Really enjoying this time just for you. Not forcing or controlling your body in any way. Just find a sense of complete surrender. And if your mind drifts off, gets pulled into the past or the future, just let those thoughts go and come back. Leaving everything that is not yet still completely alone, so that you can move into that place of stillness. A place of calm and ease. Just settle there. Moving towards that place where you feel undisturbed. And let yourself rest. Just one last minute relaxing here. Keep surrendering to the pull of gravity. Keep allowing yourself to settle in. If you keep drifting off, maybe just come back to the rhythm of your breath. Follow it. And really enjoy taking this time just for you to find that sense of stillness. And then after your next exhale, just start to get a sense of kind of awakening up a little. No sudden jerky movements, but just maybe move fingers and toes. And as you inhale, raise your arms all the way up and overhead and have one last lovely big stretch out here. Really enjoy that length through the whole of your body, that feeling of space, where there was once tightness. Hooking your knees in for one last time to get that sense of ease around your kidneys, your lower back. And then just quietly come up to seated. Easy cross legs just for a moment. Find that lovely long spine, really soft in the shoulders. Lightness up through the head. And to finish, we're going to rub the hands together to generate a little bit of heat between the palms, quite vigorously. Keep going. And then with eyes closed, place the warm palms over your eyes. Just kind of cup your eye sockets. And then from there, massage your face. So fingertips over your forehead. Just rub into your cheeks, through the head. And it's quite nice to take a kind of a scrunch of the hair and kind of ease the scalp. It sounds a bit horrid, but away from the skull. So just really scruffing up the hair there, or knuckles into the scalp. And then kind of brushing that heat all the way down the body. So down the arms, chest, belly, around through to your kidneys, a little bit of rub there where we get quite cold in the winter, massage the kidneys, and then down the legs. You can keep them crossed or you can extend them out, right the way down through to the toes, the feet, little squeeze and a rub there. And then just bring your hands back to your heart space, eyes closed. Thankful for this time to practice. Thankful for the fit, healthy body that's carried you through your practice. May you have a calm and peaceful evening. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Hope you feel okay and enjoyed the practice. Yeah, have a lovely evening and a lovely week, and I shall see you all next Wednesday. Okay.
Thanks, Laura.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you.